Right, thanks to Quinn. Our other big story, some upsetting news for a Savannah family tonight. Bobby Buckner, man charged with killing 12-year-old Ashley Moore, will not be headed to trial next month.
And that is because earlier today a judge threw out the indictment against Buckner. News 3's Alice Massimi been following the story all day. I think, Alice, a big question most people would have is how could this happen?
And that's a question that many people are asking, Joanne. Well, it all has to do with the Sixth Amendment, which guarantees you a speedy trial. Buckner was charged with the abduction and murder of 12-year-old Ashley Moore, who disappeared in April of 2003 from her home. Her body was found 3 weeks later near the Marriott on River Street. Buckner, a convicted child molester, was living with Ashley and her mother at the time of her disappearance. Buckner was indicted in December of 2007 for Moore's murder, but 53 months later, he was still awaiting trial. In a 36-page court order, Chatham County Superior Court Judge Penny Haas-Friesman cites several reasons for the unacceptable delay. Haas says in a case like this, you would expect more than a year, maybe two, but not 4 years. She says most of the delay is the district attorney's fault, especially their indecision in April of 2011 on making it a capital case. Haas says not only did it delay the case, but it was unnecessary and negligent. Now, about half an hour ago, the district attorney's office responded to issues the judge's order raised, such as the misplacement of original physical evidence in the case. The DA's office says it cannot address the whereabouts of any original physical evidence in the case, as original physical evidence is maintained by the law enforcement agencies investigating the case. Nor can the current office address issues of delay in the period between 2003 and 2007 when the case was first indicted, which I should note is incorrect because the case was not indicted till 2007, so there were no delays between 2003 and 2007. It's also important to note that the judge was very upset with the actions of ADA David Perry, from trying to try it as a death penalty case, then deciding not to try it as a death penalty case. I mean, she went so far to say that the district attorney's office was unwilling and unprepared to deal with the reality of this. They repeatedly inhibited the case from progressing. So some pretty strong words for the DA's office.
Especially
tonight.
From a judge in that case.
Yes.
I mean, the question that I had coming up was, is Buckner a free man now?
No, he's not right now because he is serving a parole violation involving child molestation. According to the Georgia Department of Corrections website, Buckner's max release date is March 2016. Of course, he could get out earlier on parole or probation. But
And the DA's office, we should note, did defend David Perry pretty strongly in their release that they just sent out.
Right.
I think the question now people are asking, what happens next? Will they try to re-indict him again? Or?
Well, what they can do, the district attorney's office has 30 days to file an appeal based on the judge's order, and the district attorney's office says they are researching that and reviewing the material. Also, another option that we're told is that they can move to re-indict Buckner on the charges. I don't necessarily know how that works or what the time frame is, but we'll just have to wait and see what they end up doing.
Yeah, a lot of people will definitely be interested in following that.
No, I don't think we've heard the last of this by a long shot.
No.
All right.